Hi everyone, my name is Charlotte. I'm a living recovery teacher. So I teach this class, which is for anyone in recovery or affected by those in recovery, addiction, or emotional. I myself am in recovery and have used yoga and meditation and community as powerful tools to help guide myself and create health and balance. And so I look forward to sharing this class with you. Welcome everyone. Thank you for coming to Living Recovery. This class is for anyone in addiction recovery or emotional recovery or affected by those in recovery. And so another word for this class would be that this is for everyone. So thank you for showing up. Showing up to yoga is a big step towards cultivating strength and presence in your life, which are two tools that we use every moment, every day in recovery. And so I'll ask you to find a comfortable seat right now. Just notice how you're sitting. You can sit cross-legged or knees together, or any other position that you find comfortable for yourself. And just take a moment to notice how you feel. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale to fill, exhale to release. So part of showing up to recovery is learning how to welcome and create space for all parts of yourself. So in this yoga class, we will work on noticing what's here, noticing what's present, and providing a level of acceptance and a container for all that's here, creating a safe space. So just notice that your mat, the four corners of your mat, are a safe space for you, that you are held, that you have the ability always to take care of yourself. You're always welcome to go grab a drink of water or do a different posture than I suggest. Use this time for yourself. So if you're in recovery, you know a lot about what it's like to be with dark feelings and emotions. So this practice of recovery is what it's like to move from darkness to light, what it's like to move from the dark matter of depression, isolation, addiction, into more light matter of hope, connection, and strength, acceptance, surrender. And so through this class, we'll work on connecting with our physical body. The physical body can create stability in our lives, create a place for our emotions to safely be and to comfortably be. And so we'll literally work from the ground up, connecting our feet, our ankles to the ground when we're standing, when we're sitting, just really feeling your seat on the mat. So let's begin to take some circles with the hips. You can have your hands on your knees. Might be easier to come to a cross-legged position now, but you can still do this with your knees together on the mat. Just moving in a clockwise direction. Getting to feel all corners of your seat. So inhale into the front, exhale into the back. As you do this, allow your breath to deepen. And then switch directions. On the inhale, feel the belly expand. Exhale, the belly release. Good. Just beginning to ground the seat here so we can sit a little bit more comfortably. And then inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Pinky fingers spiral in. Good. Reach the fingertips up. Then exhale, twist to the left. Right hand comes in front of you, left hand behind you. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale to twist. Inhale, find length. Exhale to twist. One more breath here. In and out. Then inhale back through center, lift through the heart, and exhale, twist the other side. And each inhale, get a little bit taller. Exhale, navel draws back to the spine. One more deep breath in. Long exhale out. Now come back to center. And if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes or focus on a soft gaze in front of you. Just take a moment to tune in. Feel the sensation of the breath. Feel the warmth of your hands on your lap. or on your belly or your heart. Notice where you can soften. Part of recovery is learning to ask for help, ask for guidance from our community, from mentors in your life, from your higher self. So we'll take this moment just to tune in to the energy in you and around you. You can bring your hands to heart center in prayer, keep your hands where they are. So calling in this space the wisdom and emotional strength to help guide us to find presence. We ask, may this practice be an opportunity for healing and awakening body, mind, and spirit. May through the physical postures, we help transform our resistance into surrender, our reactivity into patience, our judgment into compassion, and our fear into faith. And may this faith carry us forward with an open heart, embracing all that we encounter as guidance for our souls on this path. And may the vibration in our hearts be offered outward as a united prayer for peace. Take a breath in. Long breath out. Deep inhale. Long exhale. And on the next inhale, we're going to Om. So you can join in or listen. So inhale to Om. Bow the head to the heart. Lift the heart to the head to seal the meditation. Then release the hands back to the lap. You can open your eyes again. Begin to roll the shoulders up and back. Just notice the vibration of the words, of the Om, of your energy. Okay. And then bring your hands to the mat. We're going to come to tabletop. So there's no props necessary for this class. If you do have a blanket, that can be nice to place under your knees at any time or on top of your body as we close the practice out. But for table, just have your hands right underneath your shoulders, your knees right underneath your hips, and press into the base of the thumb and the pointer finger. So the palms are spread. Okay. And the back of your toes are facing directly behind you. The pinky toe side of each foot is spreading to the mat, helping neutralize the pelvis and the hips. So an inhale, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back and look up. Exhale, press into the mat, round through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back and gaze up. Exhale, press into the mat, round through the spine. Continue with this cat-cow motion. Eventually bringing any other movement to the spine, circling of the hips. The spine holds a lot of intelligence, a lot of emotion. So where can we release maybe stuck areas? How can we bring movement and ease into this area of the body? Few more rounds of breath here. And then from tabletop, bring the hips back to the heels, walk the hands forward into child's pose. So child's pose is a posture of release. Could symbolically be a posture of surrender. So right here, releasing anything that's no longer serving you, anything you're ready to let go of. With some deep breaths in, long breath out. On the inhale, for the lower back widen. Exhale, hips release to the heels. You can rock your forehead from side to side, connecting to that third eye, place of intuition. No matter where you are in your recovery, there's always some deep wisdom available to you at any moment. In the yoga practice, we learn to pause, to listen, to become available to that wisdom. Then inhale, come back to table. And from table, pad the backs of the feet on the mat, waking up through the toes. Good. And then tuck your toes and lift your hips high, downward facing dog.
In down dog, bend one knee, then the other. Nod the head yes, shake the head no. Bring any movement that feels good. Take a deep breath in. Audible sigh out. Inhale to fill. Exhale out. From down dog, glide forward back to table. Take a breath in table. Then exhale, press it back, child's. Take a breath here. And then move back to table. Feel grounded in the table. So spread through the fingers. Press the shins into the mat. And then tuck the toes, lift the hips high, downward dog again. We'll move through a vinyasa, connecting movement with breath between these 3 postures. So inhale, glide back to table. Take a breath in table. Exhale, press it back, child's. Inhale, glide forward to table. Exhale, tuck the toes, press the hips back, downward facing dog. Once more. Inhale, glide forward to table. Exhale, press the hips back, child's. Inhale, glide forward to table. Exhale, tuck the toes, press the hips back, downward facing dog. We'll hold here in down dog. If down dog doesn't work for you, you're welcome to use table or child's as an alternative pose anytime throughout the practice. When down dog, really press into the pads of your fingers. So lifting the backs of the wrists away from the mat, helping protect the wrists. The backs of the palms away from the mat. And the shoulders externally rotate, engaging the core of the shoulders. Take some deep breaths in, creating some heat here. So as we create heat in the body, we release tension that we're holding on to, making way for new patterns, new ways of thinking, new ways of being. Recovery is all about creating new patterns and rituals in our life. How do we operate from a place of hope, from a place of connection, rather than isolation or despair? 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale, lift the hips up and back. Exhale, glide forward to plank pose now. Option to drop the knees to the mat, but really press the mat away from you. The heels to the crown of the head is expanding, creating a long line of the body. Then exhale, lower the knees to the mat, hug the elbows in, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift through the heart, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, press the hips back, child's. And then when you're ready, downward dog again. So we'll create some more heat in the body here, creating some movement. And at any time, if you want to pause the movement, feel free. But knowing being with movement creates heat and sensation, which creates a lot of health benefits to the body, helping release tension, helping just connect the body to openness and expansion through the breath. So taking deep breaths here. On the inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, bring the right foot forward in between the hands. Left knee comes to the mat. Inhale, arms sweep up, low lunge. So in this low lunge, your right foot is really rooted on the mat. Toes on each foot are relaxed. You're pressing into the big toe ball mound of that right foot, pressing into the back of the left foot. So that right outer hip draws back, lengthening from the left hip bone to the left fingertips. One more deep inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, hands come to frame the front foot, step forward to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the feet, arms sweep wide, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Take a pause here. Check in. Where do you find ease in your body? Where do you feel tension? How can you make space for everything to be here? All the sensation that's arising.
There might be areas that you're becoming aware of that feel disconnected or numb, and areas that feel full of strength. Allow the breath to move evenly in and out of the body. Inhale, release the arms, sweep the arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, place the hands on the mat and step back to down dog. From down dog, glide forward to plank pose. Lower the knees to the mat, hug the elbows in, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, tuck the toes, press the hips back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths in down dog. Staying with presence, what it's like to be in your body. Learning how to positively direct the mind. So if you find your mind becoming attached to stories or narratives that do not feel like they're helpful, just bring the mind back to the body. You could bring a mantra into the mind, like on the inhale, say so. On the exhale, hum. Sanskrit words for I am. Could also do the English version of that. Inhale, I. Exhale, am. And inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, bring the left foot forward in between the hands. Drop the right knee to the mat. Inhale, arms sweep up, low lunge. Again, pressing in to the left foot. Left toes are relaxed. Big toe ball mound of that left foot is rooting. Pinky fingers spiral in to create width in the shoulders. Gentle tuck of the tailbone to reach the arms up. One more inhale. And exhale, release the hands to the mat. Step forward to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And hang out here in this forward fold. So your feet are hip width distance or wider. A soft or deep bend in the knees. Allow your torso to be heavy. So letting go of anything that you're holding on to that's not helpful here. Just feel it fall, release from your head. This takes a few audible breaths together. So deep inhale. Audible exhale out. This next inhale and the exhale, you could flutter the lips. So inhale. Exhale. Just feel the weight of your head. If that's comfortable on your neck, just release. Releasing any gripping around your neck, your skull. If your hands are clasped, release the arms. And slowly roll up, head coming up last. Okay. So once you come to the top, roll your shoulders up and back. And then come to Tadasana, mountain pose. So in recovery, we really learn what it's like to have stability. Mountain pose is a great place to check in with stability. So how are you doing standing on your own 2 feet? So just check in with the feet, lift all 10 toes up. Make sure to engage the arches. As you lift your toes up, you can see your arches work. And then spread your toes back down and keep that engagement in the arches. Then a soft bend in the knees. So you're not locking out the legs. Hip bones face forward. Palms can face forward or place your hands somewhere on your body. Whatever feels comfortable. And then take a moment to tune in. So close your eyes or find a soft gaze. Allow the breath to be nourishing. So feel the breath coming in and out of the nostrils. If it's more comfortable, you can breathe in and out through the mouth as well. Using this breath as a tool. So one of my teachers says, the answer is always underneath your nose. So the breath is always a tool that you can use to help create more ease and balance in your life. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and step back to down dog. Down dog, on an inhale, lift the right leg up and back, and open the right hip, so stack the right hip on top of the left hip, while still pressing equally into both palms. Make some circles with the right ankle.
With the whole right hip. And then square off the hips again so the right toes face the mat. Inhale, reach the right heel back. Exhale, right foot comes forward in between the hands. And left foot will spin to a 45-degree angle. Keep the hands on the mat for a couple more breaths. Really feel resourced into your feet. So a steady base with your feet. And then inhale, engage through the legs, arms sweep up, warrior one. So recovery is all about creating a steady foundation that we can then create and find safety and ease in. So in the physical yoga practice, we think about the steady foundation starting from the ground up. So starting with our feet, then our ankles and our legs. So always taking care of how your legs and your feet are resourced in the pose. So right here, bring your hands to your hips. Just draw that left hip forward, right hip back. Hug the outer hips in. Notice as you do this engages the legs. Maybe this lets you go a little deeper in that right knee bend, pressing into the edge of the left foot. And you can keep your hands here or reach them back up into warrior one. Keep the toes spread on each foot. A gentle tuck of the tailbone to create length in the lower back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Then exhale, bring the hands to the lower back, either palms clasp or forearms come together. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, stay here. Shoulder blades drawing down the back. Being with breath, with sensation. Sensation is the language of the body. So learning to listen to this language so we can build a relationship. Build a relationship of trust. Always listening if you're going too deep into the posture, if something's not comfortable. Give yourself permission to take yourself out of it, to change. Know that you are in charge of your life, of your body. Taking that accountability to show up in a way that's supportive. Release the hands, reach them back up to warrior one. And then keep the right knee bent here. So really root down through that right leg, engage the right glute, the right thigh. We're gonna walk the left foot forward into a chair pose. So in chair pose, the feet are together or hip width. Engaging the legs together, hugging the outer knees in, the outer hips. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms sweep down alongside you. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, arms sweep back down. We'll do this 3 more times. So keep the lower half of the body really engaged as you move through the torso. Keep pressing down through the feet. One more inhale, arms sweep up. Then exhale, arms release, and this time forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press to the feet, arms sweep up, all the way up. Then exhale, hands come to the heart. Take a breath here and pause. Then inhale, release the arms, sweep back up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to down dog. In down dog, you're gonna come forward to tabletop. And from tabletop, bring the hips back to the heels, child's pose for a few breaths. Allow breath to fill the body. So see if you can allow the edges of your body to take up a little bit more space. Creating a spaciousness in the body, spaciousness in the mind. Deep breaths here. Feel the hip bones reaching back to the heels. The remaining few breaths of child's pose, you can walk your hands forward on the mat. The shoulders are externally rotating, so they're bringing some strength into the arms here. Continue to walk your fingers forward a little bit while your hips reach to the back of the mat. So the palms are spread, pressing on the mat. 2 more breaths here. On the inhale, feel the belly expand, ribcage expand, move towards the thighs. Exhale, release. Good. Then we'll come back to table. Take a breath in table. We'll move into the left side of warrior one, either from table or down dog. So in down dog, on inhale, lift the left leg up and back and stack the hips. So that left hip stacks above the right hip, while equally pressing into both palms. Roll through the left ankle, the left hip. Release your jaw as you do this. Good. And square off the hips again, so the left toes face the mat. And then bring the left foot forward in between the hands. Right foot now spins to that 45-degree angle. Ground down through your feet. And then reach up through your arms, warrior one. Again, you can choose to have your arms reaching up or bring your hands to your hips. Or even your arms to your torso. So how we place our body energetically affects us. So if you're ever wanting more grounding or stability, bringing the hands on the hips or somewhere on the body can be really grounding and soothing. Or if you're looking to create more energy in the body, to build more strength, reaching the arms up. So always tuning in to see where you can find balance today. Bring the hands to the lower back, forearms together or palms clasped, opposite thumb on top. Being in recovery really forces us to live each day creatively, as each day is different. A lot of times we'll want to live moment to moment or day to day. That's a tool in recovery to not get ahead of ourselves. But learning to find presence and willingness, maybe even some gratitude for each moment that you have. Go deeper in that left knee bend, lift through the heart, shoulder blades roll down the back. Then inhale, reach the arms back up, and then keep the left foot where it is, and bring the right foot forward, chair pose. And this time, bring the hands to heart center. We're going to come to a twist. Bring the right forearm to the thighs and the left hand to the lower back. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to twist. 3 breaths here. Notice how your feet are connected to the mat, spread through the toes. Then inhale, come through center. Keep the knees bent, or you can straighten them. Then exhale, twist to the other side. Left forearm to the thighs, right hand to the lower back. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale to twist. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. Good. Then inhale, back through the center, straighten through the legs. Just shake it out for a moment. Bring the legs forward, roll the shoulders up and back. And take a couple clearing breaths here. So we're going to inhale up, exhale, fold. Once more, inhale up, exhale, arms out. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Inhale up, exhale, arms out. Inhale up, exhale, arms fold. Good. And just let the torso hang now. Want to make any movement with the torso, nodding the head, yes, shaking the head, no. Just feeling your body breathing, your body that's showing up for you. It's not always easy to do. Acknowledging the perseverance and courage it takes to sometimes just be here, listening to the moment. Good. Then step back to down dog. From down dog, glide forward to tabletop. And from tabletop, we're going to come into a side plank. So bring your right hand to the center of the mat and extend your left foot to the back of the mat. First, bring your left hand to your left hip. Really root down through your right hand so you're not hurting your wrist. If this is uncomfortable on the wrist, you can come to your forearm. Inhale, reach the left arm up overhead, maybe to the front of the room. Good. Press the left edge of the left foot into the mat. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, release. Feeling stability in your core. Good.
We'll switch sides. So both hands come back to the mat. Move through a cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, round through the spine. Then we'll switch sides. Left hand to the center of the mat. Right foot comes to the back of the room. Then you can bring that right hand to the hips to help stack that right hip on top of the left hip. Then reach the right arm up overhead into the front of the room. Pressing into the right edge of the right foot. Keeping the palm engaged, so you're engaging your forearm, not sinking into the wrist joint. One more inhale here. Then exhale, both hands come back to the mat and press back to down dog. From down dog, walk your hands to the back of the mat, so forward fold at the back, and slowly come up, vertebrae by vertebrae, head coming up last. Good. Now we're going to move into some balancing postures. So when we balance, we really have to be present, really have to use the tools of just softening and making ourselves available to the moment. And so if you have a wall near you or a chair, that can be nice to help balance. We'll start on the left foot. So lift the right toes, and then point the right toes, and then bring the right thigh parallel to the earth. See if you can square off the hips. Good. Roll the shoulders up and back, palms face forward. So your torso is working towards a square. So even shoulders, even hips. There might be a little sway, a little balance. Feel that left foot working. Good. And then you're welcome to hold onto a wall or a chair. But from here, we're going to bring the knees back together, but keep the shin parallel to the earth, and then bring the shin up so your right hand grabs your right ankle. Feel a quad stretch. Could reach that left arm up overhead, reaching from the left fingertips to the right knee. One more inhale to get tall. Then exhale to release both feet back to the mat. Just shake out the legs before we move to the other side. Good. So root down through the right foot now and come to the left toes. So pointing the left foot. Engage with that right leg while that left foot's still on the mat. And then bring the left thigh parallel to the earth. Again, finding your support here, whether that's through that right leg or through a prop. Good. You can open your palms to the front of the room, challenging your balance. Good. And then really root down through that right foot. I'm going to bring the left knee together to the right knee. And the left hand's going to grab the left ankle. Good. One side might be harder for you than the other. This is my harder side. You can reach that right arm up overhead. Breathing into all that's keeping you here. Feeling the right leg stabilize you. Beautiful. One more inhale, get tall. Then exhale, release both feet back to the mat. Good. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk the hands back to the front of the mat. One last down dog. So in down dog, engage through your legs. Feel your pelvis reaching to the ceiling. Good. Then come to your knees. And then find your seat. Okay. So in your seat, you can bring your feet together, knees wide. If that's uncomfortable, you can have a little cross leg. Bring your legs to a little cross-legged position. And just inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, you can begin to fold forward. Baddha Konasana. And check in with your breath here. So are you holding anywhere in your breath? Using this yoga practice to show up moment to moment. So every moment we get to choose. You can stay in this posture for a few more breaths, either staying folded forward, or you can be with an upright torso if that's more comfortable for the lower back. So how do you show up now? And now? And in this moment? How do you feel each moment? With acceptance, with compassion. And then bring your right foot to your inner left thigh and rotate your torso over to the left. So inhale, find length in the torso. Exhale, stay here and flex your left foot. So you're engaging through that left leg now. So this will bring some strength into the left knee joint. One more inhale and flex the left foot as you get taller through the spine. And then release the left leg and you can fold forward. You can bend the left knee to rest your forehead on the left knee. Maybe reach for your hands to your left foot. Your variation. Breathing into that right side body. 3 more deep breaths here. Prioritizing the exhale here. Now that we're getting to the cooling down part of class, using the exhale to aid in the release of heat, of tension. Then inhale, lift the torso back up. And rotate over to the right. And bring your right hand right next to your right hip. We're going to press into the right shin to lift the hips. Left arm reaches up. A deep stretch into the left side of the front of the body. One more inhale. Then exhale, release. Hand back to the mat and switch sides. So the left foot comes in. Left foot to the inner right thigh. Rotate the torso over to the right. Flex the right foot. And get tall through the torso as you press the right leg onto the mat. And then release the leg and fold forward. You can bend the right knee to rest your forehead on. Any comfortable posture here. Now breathing into that left side body. Staying with the breath, moment to moment. Using this practice as a moving meditation. Meditations are not easy. They're meeting presence exactly where you're at, with all of your imperfections, all of your strengths, everything that's in harmony and not in harmony within you. You're facing it, you're being with it in this yoga practice. It's really a journey. Just coming back to the breath, coming back to softening to the moment. Then inhale, lift through the spine, the torso. Bring your left hand to the right next to your left thigh and press your left shin into the mat. Right arm reaches up. Deep stretch into that right side body now. Then release. Hips back to the mat. Good. And if your legs are not already on the mat, bring them to the mat so they're out in front of you. Come into staff pose. So now both legs are extending forward. Hands come to either side of your hips. And create some length in the torso here as you press your legs into the mat. So this creates a lot of strength. You're using a lot of strength in your legs to sit here upright. Good. And then release your legs and draw your right knee in. And clasp your hands around your right shin. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. So your left arm hugs your right shin, right hand behind you. And gaze wherever is comfortable in the neck here. Keeping your intention to cultivate